Hello again, everyone, and welcome to my craft room at StampinInTheValley.com. Isn't this a beautiful Mother's Day card? I did it with the stamp sets, Delightful Dozens, and Stippled Blossoms. Stippled Blossoms is a two-step stamping method that I'm going to show you how to create today. So, let's move that out of the way. And this is such a pretty card. And I'm going to show you how to make this pretty accent down here also. Okay? So, let's start with, and you know I never make two the same, so this time we're going to start with our Whisper White cardstock cut at 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. Okay, so the card will open like that. Now, we will be using our Big Shot, so let's go ahead and bring that in right now. Okay, I'm going to bring the Big Shot down here. And these are the Adorning Edgelits. And this is what we're going to be using to make that effect at the bottom of the card. So first I'm going to bring in the magnetic platform. Let's turn it this way. The magnetic platform, okay? And then a cutting plate. And you'll have to excuse my cutting plates. I need 2 new ones. I've really, with teaching the card class, I've really worn those out, but I love it. Okay, now I put my cardstock down, and I'm going to put my edgelet here, and the magnet is going to hold it down for me. Okay? So I'm going to just kind of line it up and get it even and just take my time and let it get a nice even. And because this is, it's the same size as the cutting plate, you want to make sure that you have your paper in the middle along with your edgelet in the middle and straight. Okay, so it might take you just a minute to line everything up there. Okay, like that. Then I take my cutting plate and I put it on top. Make my sandwich and I push it through until the handle comes toward me on the Big Shot. And then I just hold it down and roll it through. All right. And this is the bottom that it gives us. Isn't that nice? Great. So now we want to bring our magnetic platform back in again, okay? And I've got a piece here of Primrose Petal. And I want to tell you that stamp set, or those colors of ink, are going to be retiring. The Primrose Petal, Chocolate Chip, Gumball, or not Chocolate Chip, Primrose Petal, Gumball Green, Midnight Muse, Summer Starfruit, Raspberry Ripple. That will be the ink that's retiring. I did a video on the ink that is retiring and gave you all the numbers of your ink refills if you needed them. So, okay, so we're going to bring in the Primrose Petal. And we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to put down the edgelet, okay, and just kind of lining it up and bringing, I'm going to back this up a little bit, and bringing in our cutting plate. Let's see, do we have that even? Yes. Okay, bring in our cutting plate for the top, push it through until the handle comes towards you, and then just hold it down and roll it through. It might make some noise, that's okay, that's just it cutting. Okay. So now we have this right here, okay? And then what we want to do is achieve the look of that, okay? Just a little layering technique. But of course we don't need all of this paper. So I'm going to move the Big Shot out of the way just for a second and bring in our cutting board. Okay, and I'm just going to put this right in here. And I'm just going to cut it off right about there. Okay, put our paper to the side, move this out of the way. Now, I'm going to bring the Big Shot back in, and I'm going to get the tabs here, the multi-purpose platform with the tabs, and I'm going to be using this little embossing folder with the polka dots. This This is actually, I have to admit, this is a cuddle bug. But I love the little polka dots. Stampin' Up! Does have a heart one that's cute, but I really wanted the polka dots. So when you look at your multi-purpose platform, come to tab, open it to tab 1. I always feed then one part through. Put a cutting plate down. Let's get your accent there that you made into, into the polka dots, or into whatever embossing folder that you would like to use. And I want it to emboss down to the circled edge there, the edge that's rounded. And I don't care about the top there because that's going to hide behind the card. Okay, so let me move that right to the edge of the dots and get that lined up nicely. Okay, just like that. So we have our multi-purpose platform, we have a cutting plate, we have our project, and then another cutting plate, and through the big shot we go. Very, very simple. Love the big shot. You can do anything through that big shot. Cut, emboss, edgelets. I've done a lot of videos with the big shot, so you're more than welcome to scroll through the channels and see what we've got there. Okay, now we've got the bottom made, and let's see, where did I put the card? Let me pull the card out. Isn't that adorable? I love the dots. We even have those, the decorative dots that came from Celebration, and they were free. That was an embossing folder. You could use those. That's cute. Even some hearts would look adorable. Now I'm going to bring in the silicone pad, our Stampin' Up! Silicone pad. I'm going to put this down here, and then right here on this piece of this embellishment, I'm going to bring in my snail, and I'm going to put the snail on here. And what this pad does is it allows it just to stay on the paper, and it doesn't get your project sticky like your paper sticky that you're working on. So let's move that out of the way. And we'll bring this back in. And I'm going to kind of put that right down. And I'm going to bring this over and adhere that right on the bottom of the card. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Isn't that pretty? Okay, now let's do some stamping. This card is ready to be stamped. Like I said, we're going to be using the Stippled Blossoms, and I'm going to use the Primrose Petal. This is retiring. And the Gumball Green. This is retiring. And for the lighter color, I'm going to go with Pistachio Pudding and Blushing Bride. Now, with two-step stamping in this technique that we're going to do today, in the stamp set, let me find that to show you. In the stamp set, you have stamps that are solid and stamps that are like an outline, okay? The solid color, you will want to stamp in the lighter ink. Always the solid color in the lighter ink, and the outline in the darker ink, and that's what makes it rise and pop. Okay, so that's why we've picked out lighter and darker in the greens and the pinks today. So I've got my solid one mounted, and what I did was I put the bottom of the flower toward the letter, the D. This is a D block, okay? So, and then when I mounted the outlined one, again I put the bottom of the flower toward the D, okay? So, let's see, in the lighter shade, we want to take our solid. This is going to be so pretty. Let me get a piece of computer paper and put it underneath here because we are going to stamp off. Okay, so the solid color here, and I'm just going to bring that there. Good. And the solid stamp. Let's see, I want to bring that here with the lighter color. Now I'm going to fold my card because I'm going to stamp off right up here. Stamp off the page. so the flower won't totally be. How's that? Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Good. I've got my Stampin' scrub, so it might be shaking a little bit. I like to clean my stamps. Okay, now, and we know the bottom of the flower was toward the D, and I'm going to go ahead and ink this up, the primrose petal, and you're going to watch this card just pop. Now, this is the time that it does not have to be perfect whatsoever. In fact, a little bit off makes it look beautiful. So stamp that right on top. Look at that. Can you see that effect? Okay? Excuse me. With the primrose petal, the darker shade, onto the lighter shade of the Blushing Bride, that makes that card really, really pop. Okay, again, we're going to go with the darker and come over here and just kind of halfway line it up, just so that you know the bottom is the bottom, and the shading will pick up a beautiful effect, an absolutely gorgeous effect with this stamp set. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. That is really, really gorgeous. Really gorgeous. Now, okay, I want to go ahead and bring in my sentiment here, and this sentiment I'm going to stamp it right here. And let's see, we're going to use the primrose petals on this sentiment. Okay, and I'm just going to hold my card down, make sure that yes, I've got it the right way. Sometimes I get them upside down. There we go, for a wonderful mother. Isn't that beautiful? What a gorgeous effect. But now we're not done yet, because now we're going to do the leaves around the flower. Again, starting with the solid, I have my little block C, and I put the bottom of the leaves toward the C, and I'm going to start with the lighter color, and in this case it is pistachio pudding. Okay, so I'm going to ink that up nicely and start coming in with my flowers. Come right here. Nice. Bring this here, and this is going to kind of, you know, frame my sentiment there. And then I'm going to bring some this way, kind of in the corner. And no way is right or wrong, just any way that you want to do it. You know, as you can see, this card is a little bit different than the other card. So, you know, I never make two the same, and they're never wrong. Okay, so that was the pistachio pudding. And now I'm going to bring in the gumball green, and now we're going to get that beautiful layering effect right here, right on top of those leaves. Isn't that beautiful? That really makes that card pop. Oh, I'm so excited with this. I just got this stamp set, and I worry, you know, at this point in time being a demonstrator, because the retiring list is coming out, I believe, on the 21st of this month. So you might want to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, if you're not a subscriber, because I will be showing you that retiring list. And I'm so afraid that this stamp set could be on it. It's been around with us for a long time, but gosh, what an effect. I hate to see some of them go. Oh, is that not beautiful? What a beautiful Mother's Day card. Now, I like to stamp on the inside, and just like our example, I stamp that down here, okay? And I'm going to do that. Look at those two beautiful cards. Honest to goodness, I'm more partial to this card with the Blushing Bride and the Primrose Petals. Definitely more partial to this card. Love the purple, the Wisteria Wonder, and the Smoky Slate. I don't think the Wisteria Wonder should be a little bit bolder for this type of effect. It is beautiful, but this takes it. Beautiful. Okay, so let's, what did I want to do here? But we want to stamp inside right here, And let's get our Blushing Bride. Okay, and again the bottom. Bring that in, and then the Primrose Petal on top of itself. Just kind of turning it. You can even make it different each time to get a different effect of that 3D pop that pulls up from that card when you use the two-step stamping method. I hope you like both these cards that I made. I know I said I'm more partial to this card, but you can see why. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous effect with the Stippled Blossom. You'll want to purchase this stamp set. If you want to purchase this stamp set, please go to my online store at stampinginthevalley.com. While you're there, join my mailing list and you'll receive a free exclusive video for just joining my mailing list. If you would like to order any of these supplies, you can click on the big blue button on my website and it'll take you to my online store, or email me and I'll be more than happy to help you with an order. This is an absolutely gorgeous Mother's Day set. Beautiful. Thanks for watching and have a great day.